Right, and today we're in Queen's Park in Bolton, and as you can see in front of you here, there's a vast amount of wild garlic. And the reason why I've come in today is to pick the flower buds. See these little beauties here? And we're going to pickle these later on. So we're going to make a spicy garlic flower bud pickle. And there's absolutely tons and tons to go off. So we've got all this here, going all the way up the side of the bank, and then across the way. Look at it, there's just tons and tons of it, and it goes all the way around the corner. So without further ado, I'm going to pick some and gather some for my pickles later on. So we'll come back to you later. Right, okay, so back home from work, and I managed to gather some wild garlic flower buds whilst in Queen's Park in Bolton. So now we're going to get on with pickling them. So basically, I've not took loads. There's enough there for two of these small jars. So I'm going to give these a wash, soak them in cold water for a bit, and then we're going to get these 2 jars in the oven and get them sterilised, and then we'll get the vinegar mixed together for the pickling. So all good so far. Let's get on with the next step. Right, so we've washed the flower heads thoroughly in water. We just leave it in there to strain, get the last few drips of water off, and then the vinegar preparation in the pan. I could use cider vinegar, but a bit skint at the moment. I could use demerara sugar similarly. Also, I just haven't got the cash at the moment, so I'm using what I've got here and now. So we've got white pickling vinegar, we've got some fenugreek seeds, black pepper seeds, coriander seeds, and 2 tablespoonfuls of sugar. In terms of actual amounts of vinegar, here's the bottle. So I've used basically 3/4 of it to make 2 small jars. So what we're going to do with this, we're just going to let it go to the boil, and we're only going to boil it for a minute, and then it's going to go into the jars with the wild garlic buds. So it smells quite pungent actually. So on to the next stage. Okay, so it's time to get our wild garlic buds washed and into these little jars here. So basically we want to fill the jar to within probably about 1.5 centimetres of the top. Freshly picked today, of course, these from Queen's Park in Bolton, and 1 or 2 from the back garden here at home. So fill that up there, press them in a little, not too much, or we don't want it dead compacted. So there we go, that's a fairly full jar. Right, so jars are full of flower buds, in goes the vinegar solution. And if my skewed mathematics works out well, there should be enough just about to fill these 3 jars. It's looking good at the moment. And there we go. And there we have it. 3 jars of wild garlic flower buds. So we're going to leave them for a couple of weeks, let all the flavours mingle, and I'll probably open one in 3 or 4 weeks time. But the actual cost of this was probably about, I'd say about 65 or 70p to make the 3 jars, and it's as local as you like in terms of ethical food. Forage this morning, pickle this evening. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you try this recipe or your own personal variation of it, and stay safe during the pandemic, and we'll catch up with you soon.